Welcome back to What's the Odds with Steve Ranazizi. It's a big week. It's a big, big week. It's Super Bowl week. I am joined, as always, by Brenton Biddlecombe, Lucas Hurl, to break down the big game, all the prop bets, all the things you want to get involved with money-wise, gambling aspects. Also, we've got professional football players playing golf, former Bachelor contestants slamming golf balls into people. CC Sabathia almost killed someone with a golf ball as well. So we got baseball players doing it. Look, crossover stuff is hard to do. Remember that show? You guys are too young, but it was like Wide World of Sports on ABC. It was like in the 80s. And they had like Carl Lewis hitting a baseball and like Frank Thomas trying to run 100, meter sprint and all this shit. Like guys doing shit out of there to see who the best athlete was. Because you see, like some of these guys, like remember when what's his name tried to throw it? Like first pitches are very obvious as to like who has no, you may be able to kick a man to death, but like actually this motion and like letting go of a object at the right time, you cannot figure it out. That's why when you get true, well-rounded athletes like Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen and myself, when you have guys like that who are just can go like, give me a football, give me a golf club, give me a fucking hockey stick, give me a javelin, let me run a little bit. So straight across the board, athletes are athletes, and there are very few of us that are all around athletes. So exciting to see. Did you see Josh Allen hit a golf ball at the AT&T last weekend or no? Did you guys watch it all? I sent you the clip, didn't I?
You sent us the Bachelor clip. I saw the Buffalo Bills social media accounts were posting clips of him playing. He looked pretty good.
Yeah,
Didn't watch, but he the
looked
guy's
all
an
right.
athlete.
He looked all right. Did you see the clip I thought I sent you was the one where he just was like, fuck it. He was like, hit a bad fly, and he just picked it up and threw the ball onto the green. He literally looked at it and just went like this. I don't know if he could find it. He picked up the ball, fucking just chucks it onto the green. And he was like,
300 yards.
Yeah, it was great. So, at least he didn't kill anyone. I mean, CC Sabathia bloodied someone at the waste management. It's happening right now. I was watching it before. He bloodied someone not on the 16th hole. The 16th hole is the hole that like has stadium. It's got 20,000 people around it. That's where the Bachelor guy fucking launched one straight into the cameraman. Did you guys see that clip?
Yeah.
If you can find that, pull that up. Let me enable share screening to multiple. Yeah. What was the one? Was it Matt Barnes or Matt Blake or Blake Barnes?
That sounds right.
Yeah. The fucking boring guy, the half black guy who was always crying. I don't know what he was wearing. I don't know why he was barefoot. I don't know if I thought it was a drunk person just jumped out of the stands and just tried to fucking take a hold of one. So I was like, good for him. But he literally blasted one straight at the camera guy, who you have to understand, dude. You have 115 pros and everyone else doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. So you have some balls to stand there with a camera 15 feet away from a guy who really has no idea what the hell's going on. So yeah, it's fun to watch pro athletes fuck up other sports. But yeah, everyone's kind of celebrating in and around the Los Angeles area, the Phoenix area, because it's the mecca of sports. That's where I am. So beautiful. SoFi Stadium is right behind me. Actually, I'm in a hotel in Raleigh, North Carolina. I just did a lap around the mall, the outdoor mall here, and I just went to the Golf Galaxy. And I'll take over a bay for an hour. It doesn't matter. Like a hitting bay, I'm not there to buy anything. I know the terminology. The guy comes over, he's like, "Oh, that one's got a pretty good launch angle." I'm like, I'm not here to buy anything. Don't try to sell me anything. I'm here to work on my own game. This is an hour of free range time indoors for me with a TrackMan. Sir, we have an appointment at 1:00. That's okay. There's another bay right over there that's open. I'm already adjusted to this one, and so that's the way it is. And I don't feel bad because I'm never going to be back here again. And if I am in a couple years, they won't remember me. They'll have a different staff at that point. So it is what it is. It's the perfect scenario. I was going to bring my golf clubs, but I didn't. But I wish I kind of did because it's 70 degrees here. And I probably could have gotten played tomorrow, but it's a fucking haul. And if they lose them, and then I got to get back on Sunday, and it may be snowy in New York, and it's the Super Bowl, so I have to get back in time. I'm smoking meats for my party that I'm going to, so I've got a pork tenderloin to get to. But yeah, where was I going with all this? I'm having fun here. I'm not at SoFi. How is the vibe in Los Angeles? Are you going to parties? Tell me what you've seen so far on the streets. Hit me with it.
I'll tell you, I was walking the Comedy Store 2 nights ago, and in the parking lot at Saddle Ranch, they had Barstool Sports just took over the whole fucking parking lot at Saddle Ranch. And never before have I thought, like, this is a match made in heaven.
Yep. Dude, if there was ever a place that Barstool should absolutely have their party for Super Bowl at, it's the Saddle Ranch. Absolutely. Match made in heaven. I couldn't agree more. Did they have the bull? Did they have Dave Portnoy flying off the bull and stuff like that?
No, it was outdoors, but yeah, Portnoy was out there, and they were doing some sort of live podcast. And
did he try the Saddle Ranch pizza?
Oh no, not that I know of. Do they have pizza? I know they have all sorts of other shitty food.
I have no idea.
Yeah. But
their plates, their helpings are big. That's the one thing I will say. Like, you go to Saddle Ranch, you're not going to leave hungry. Not unless, I mean, you may leave with a sexually transmitted disease, but you're not going to leave hungry. So
you will leave with an STD.
Yeah. That's perfect. That's the shit I want to hear. Barstool took over. Yes, that makes sense to me. That the Saddle Ranch, because I mean, look, were there any like, what was the clientele? Like, there were no doctors or lawyers coming out of there, right?
No, not at all.
A lot of dudes.
Yeah,
a lot of dudes.
Was Gronk hosting the party? Like, that would make perfect sense to me. If like this party's hosted by Gronk, and they get him on the bull. Oh, perfect. That makes my day, dude. I watched the NFL Honors last night. Did you guys watch that?
A little bit.
No.
I had a show, but the show ended around 9:30, so I caught the last hour. I missed the Defensive Player of the Year, which I'm happy TJ Watt won. Which I don't know, for some reason I thought, I don't know why, but there were two big things that I was like, oh shit! Like, I thought Diggs was going to be at least a 50-50 split with TJ Watt.
No,
it's not like taking
Steve,
over.
The thing with Diggs, he had an unbelievable year intercepting the ball, but he also gave up almost the most yards. He was either I'm going to pick it off or the guy's going to break it for a touchdown.
And I also didn't realize that TJ Watt missed 2 games too. He had 22 and a half sacks.
TJ Watt is maybe the best player in football right now.
Easy.
The guy can do everything.
Yeah, well, I'm happy that he won. I'm happy that his brother got to give it to him. And the fact that Jonathan Taylor was not up for MVP was shocking to me.
Yeah.
Shocking. That you have a guy that had the season he had, and he didn't even get, I mean, you got to pull out Tom Brady out of the MVP. And it's got to be Aaron Rodgers, Cooper Kupp, and Jonathan Taylor for MVP. And he's got to get some consideration. I mean, like, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
This may come as a shock, Brady, Steve.
What?
I disagree with you, and I think Tom Brady was right where he belonged. His stats were really good. He lost some players.
Offensive Player of the Year.
No, he's the most important player on the Buccaneers, and you're going to see it next year when they have to try to replace him, even with all the talent they still have. But, with Taylor, they lost to the Jaguars. That's where he lost any chance of winning MVP. When they lost that game and didn't make the playoffs, it's done. You don't give MVP to a guy who loses. I mean, down the stretch, those last couple of games that they had to win that were the most important, he had mediocre games. Go look at his stats, and he was great for 13, 14 games. And then the last few, when it's like, we just had to win one and we're in, he was pedestrian.
Oh man, dude. He dominated that league for 60, 75%, 80% of the year. Dominated.
Yeah, but if Derrick Henry hadn't gotten hurt, we wouldn't even be talking about Taylor. Derrick Henry finished, I think, what was he, 8th overall or something in rushing in the regular season, and he played 6 games or something.
You cannot tell me that Jonathan Taylor can have the season that he had offensively and not be recognized at all in any of these categories.
Not as MVP. Not as MVP, no.
He wasn't even nominated for Offensive Player of the Year.
There were guys who had better seasons.
That's nuts. I'm with Steve on this.
Had a better season. Give me a break, Brenton. He had almost.
There were quarterbacks and receivers that had better seasons.
He was yards away from a 2,000-yard season, which at that point you cannot deny him for being. How are you going to have a 2,000-yard season and not be represented in the?
Because they factor in your team winning and making the playoffs. They factor that in.
Fucking OJ, didn't he win an MVP? He murdered people.
Allegedly.
Yeah, he got off.
I don't want to split hairs. Not this weekend. Not when the Super Bowl's in LA. We don't want to do it where we don't want to start a riot part 2.
Yeah.
I heard fucking, was it you that told me parking's going for $500?
Yeah, it's insane. You can't even get I bet within like a mile and a half of SoFi, 2 miles.
There's a strip mall. Cassie's dad was telling me all about it. He saw it on the news. Like if you want to park right up front, $500. If you want to park all the way on the outskirts of the parking lot, it's $300. There's a strip mall across the street that charges $150. And the guy has so many parking spots that he sells. He makes $75,000 a game.
Dude, did I tell you? I mean, I think I've told you guys before. When we got season tickets, when the Rams first got here, Ari got season tickets. And so we would go to games and we would park down there. We would never park in this, obviously there's no parking lot at the stadium. You got to be like a USC student to be get on around the ground. So we would park in strip areas and malls and outdoor. And it was $25 to park. And you would usually have the whole fucking parking lot. We'd set up, we'd throw footballs around. The next year, it was okay, it's $35 to park. They won 4 or 5 games last year with Fisher, Then the third year, then they fire Fisher and Homeboy takes over. And now it's $50 to park in the same spot 3 years later. And then the last year we did, it was the guy, same lot, wanted $125. For the same spot we got for $25 3 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, when we saw the Bills Chargers, when Lucas and I saw the Bills Chargers in that soccer stadium a few years ago, the tickets were less expensive than the parking. It's insane.
All right, back to the NFL honors. Was it surprising to you were any of the awards surprising?
Not really.
Yeah.
Comeback player of the year. Burrow over Dak.
That was pretty obvious. If Dak had made the Super Bowl, he would have won it. But Burrow made the Super Bowl, so he.
Why do you think that the Rams players were there to accept their awards physically, and the Bengals players were like, "No, we're good." Burrow won for comeback player of the year, and then promptly left his award on the podium. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He they had the award there, and he was like, "All right, thanks." Turned around and just left. The award was sitting right there. Who cares? I'm sure he doesn't get comeback player of the year. Yeah, great. I had a great year coming back, but it reminds you of the injury. I think that Dan Quinn winning assistant of the year, and now, I mean, what happened to Dan Quinn? Does he have shitty breath? Does he have what? I mean, how do you go from the guy that nobody can possibly get there quick enough? Please, Dan, just get in we want to ask you just a couple questions. So he didn't get a job. He didn't get a job, dude. That's got to say something about either Dan Quinn, or do you think it was after the Brian Flores thing that it was there were going to be we're not hired, Dan Quinn's name was no longer. But I mean, look, there was 6 jobs before that.
Yeah.
How did he not get the Bronco job? I thought that was his.
Because they want to give it to guys that'll entice Aaron Rodgers to go to Denver. They're setting that up perfectly. They want to get Rodgers, they want to get Adams, and they want to win a Super Bowl next year.
It doesn't make much sense to me, though. The logic behind I know the Broncos hired half the fucking Packers staff, but it's
and it's a terrible, I agree, it's a terrible hire. The guy has no experience.
I know. And when you think about it, it's what if it doesn't go your way? Like, what if he doesn't go there? Like, you're talking about a very fickle fucking person, you know? And so, okay, great. I know that John Elway's like, look, we'll build a good team and we just kind of say a Hail Mary and we get a quarterback in there like Peyton Manning and they'll get us to Super Bowl. And we'll do that every 4, 5, 6 years and hopefully we can land the same. And he's hoping the same thing happens now. But if he doesn't go there, then it's not going to be great. And by the way, if he does go there, there's no guarantee. You're in a loaded fucking conference,
in a more loaded division. That becomes the best division in football, hands down.
You guys, the Denver Broncos defense isn't as good as the Packers, and they couldn't get through the NFC last year. So I'm not saying they're not going to have a great season. They might go 13-3, but it's not a guarantee. And then, by the way, even if they don't win, what are you going to, this guy retires in a year or two, because that's really, I mean, who knows how much he has left, but probably 2 years. Mm-hmm. Then you're fucking starting all over again, So I don't know. But again, it could be Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn could be a goddamn disaster. How do you fucking go? I don't know who is worse, Dan Quinn or Jim Harbaugh, who was like left during signing day to go take the Vikings job and then didn't get that.
It's got to be Harbaugh. Got to be Harbaugh.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
I know, and now you got to go back. At least Dan Quinn gets to go back and coach the same fucking guys. Chances are he'll have a better year next year. Who knows? But he could have a better year next year.
It was a huge turnaround considering how bad the Cowboys defense was the year before. Like, they had no defense.
And if they don't do well and McCarthy starts to get, Jerry Jones will fire McCarthy and just let Dan Quinn run the fucking team.
Yeah.
And that might, it's crazy how we were like, oh shit, a month and a half ago, we're like, they're idiots. They got to fucking fire McCarthy and hire Dan Quinn before he goes out and gets one of these 6 jobs he's going to be offered. Meanwhile, dude, he's got to feel like shit.
Well, they still would benefit to fire McCarthy. That guy is the definition of vanilla. He's not going to win anything.
But he did. He did win assistant coach of the year. I was happy that Vrabel won coach of the year. I think he more than deserved it. Yeah. He got a team to the number 1 rank. There were some other considerations. What's his name on Cincinnati had a great season, but the fact that Vrabel kept that team together and you would have liked to see them win that first game, but the Bengals, what are you going to say? Do you want to, I don't know if you guys want to get straight to the Super Bowl. Do you have something else you want to do first? Do you want to get into it picks wise? Because I've got a prop bet. What do you want to do? You tell me.
Well, we can gripe about the Oscar nominations for a minute.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do that for a second because I have some opinions.
I have something I want to say too, and I'm pretty upset about it.
Well, go ahead. I'll let you go first. You're very upset.
Lin Manuel Miranda, very talented director, composer, Broadway star.
Also my cousin.
Also your cousin. He was up for an EGOT this year. He directed Tick, Tick, Boom on Netflix, which is a great movie about the guy who wrote the musical Rent. Yeah. Really good movie. And then he wrote the music for Encanto. So what Disney dropped the ball, which they don't do very often, but with the release date of Encanto going to theaters, there's a process when with these awards where you have to send in what you want nominated and what's for consideration. And they picked the wrong song. So that Bruno song is like the number 1 song in the world everywhere. And they took a guess because it wasn't out in theaters yet. And they went with the one that's all in Spanish. So now he's probably not even going to be nominated. And he should walk away with an Oscar and get his EGOT and become a legend, but pretty upset.
Oh, Brendan, I've never heard anyone.
We don't talk about Bruno. Is the greatest song.
What song are you saying is the greatest song? Bruno?
We don't talk about Bruno, Steve.
Is that
everyone's singing it?
I've never heard this song. How does it go?
We don't talk about Bruno.
What can you sing it for me, Brendan? We
don't talk about Bruno.
Why do you keep
That's
saying
how it
the same
goes.
thing over?
That's how the song goes, Steve. We don't talk about Bruno.
Bruno's like Fight Club.
Yes.
We don't talk about Fight Club. We don't talk about Bruno.
Have you not seen Encanto?
No, I have not seen Encanto. What? That sounds like a foreign film to me.
It's streaming now on Disney Plus. No,
I just had to get. I got
movie.
through Coda yesterday, which I was like, thank God, because I'm like, I'm on a plane and I'm looking at it. Sometimes you doze off for a second, but you got to look at the whole thing the whole time because they're having a whole conversation in sign language. Now you want me to watch Encanto? Yeah. What language is this?
Encanto. It's in English, but it takes place in Mexico.
I watched 2 movies this week that I got the screeners for. I watched The Ricardos, which
I saw that. I liked it. It's okay.
Boo!
Yeah. Are those 2 reverse thumbs up?
These are 2 thumbs towards my nipple. 2 thumbs down. I don't know what was happening. I fell asleep 25 minutes into it. So I'm sure it got better, but it sucked in the beginning and it never probably got that good. So, I mean, you had a good chance to do. I mean, this is the fucking Lucy and Desi and you fucked it up. I was bored. So, and then I watched, House of Gucci. How the fuck did Jared Leto not get nominated? I don't know who this real guy was. This fucking, Gucci's son, the other Gucci. But the dude is what? Did you see this? He puts on the makeup. You don't know it's Jared Leto. He's fucking flamboyant and strange choices and beautiful and always like present in the scene. It was unbelievable. It was fantastic. He didn't get nominated. What the fuck? What happened there, Brenton?
That's just a poor decision by the old people that don't get new art.
All I hear about is the bitching over Lady Gaga didn't get nominated. Yeah, she was great. Yeah, but the real fucking person was Leto, dude. The guy transformed himself. So I that was like remarkable to me that he didn't get nominated for that. But I mean, everything else got nominated, right? What else?
Does someone have a bird, by the way? Do you hear that?
Mm-mm. Oh, it's right outside my window.
Is there a bird right outside your window?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that?
No, there's this bird that comes over like every day around noon. Same bird every same fucking day.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you look like a dude that has birds.
I know. I thought it was in the house. I'm like, what, did you get a new pet? Maybe it's trying to tell you the winner of the fucking Super Bowl. Who knows? So you're saying that we should all take up arms because Lin Manuel Miranda is not going to get a fucking EGOT?
Yeah, he should have gotten his EGOT. Now we're going to have to wait till he writes another masterpiece.
Please. Okay, the man will be fine. What does he own? Puerto Rico? That's his
basically.
EGOT. That's his whole EGOT.
He would have been the first person from Puerto Rico to win it.
Jesus Christ, who cares?
It's a fun movie. Go watch the movie and put some joy in your life.
I have Tick Tick Boom, but why are they all long?
Not Tick Tick Boom. I'm talking about Encanto.
Encanto? I'm never fucking watching that.
You're going to watch it and you're going to sing the Bruno song all day until Tracy leaves you.
Let me tell you right now, you're never getting me to watch Encanto. You'll have to drug me, okay? How about this? I'll watch Encanto if we're opposite ends of the spectrum on the Super Bowl. I'll watch. That'll be my fucking.
I think we are. Okay. I honestly think we are.
Well, let's not get to it yet. When are the fucking Academy Awards? Are they this weekend? They're not this weekend, right?
No, they're definitely not this weekend. They just released everything. So now I think all the people have to go and do their little like campaigns on why they should win. And they got to have like a month of parties, and then it'll probably be like late February, early March.
I mean, really, they have to. What are they going to go on Joe Rogan and say like, "Hey, this is the reason why"?
It's March 27th.
Yeah. Fucking who? I'm trying to think of someone nominated. That dude from Coda is going to go on. The father from Coda is going to go on Rogan and talk about Neil Young. Give me a break, dude. What do we just put the show on? Who gives a shit? speaking of which, I don't know. I mean, do you guys care about this Rogan thing? I think it's already been beat to death. But if you want to publicly stand up and say, I mean, like I feel like everyone publicly has to support. I support Joe Rogan. He's a friend of mine. I of course, people make bad decisions once in a while. Who hasn't? You take something out of context, it's going to look really bad. And if you don't want to have a person that has his own opinions, then don't fucking listen to him. That's my whole thing on Joe Rogan. Okay, that, and maybe he's not going to be controlled by anyone except for, I believe, Eddie Bravo is his puppet. Eddie Bravo controls Joe Rogan. I fucked up last weekend. If anyone bet, I hope he didn't bet with me last weekend. I didn't have my head screwed on for the golf. We did the podcast on Friday, and I picked the guy to pick in the top 10 that I didn't even realize was already Friday. They already played on Thursday, and he barely made the cut, so it was terrible. But this week I'm looking all right.
That's sloppy.
Kevin Kisner, I put a little $20 bet to finish top 10, so he's looking okay right now. They're at the Waste Management in Phoenix, like I said before. But again, the big thing this weekend is the Super Bowl. So let's get down to it. Let's get into it. There's a lot of prop bets going on. There's a lot of fun to be had. I have some thoughts on some props that I'm definitely going to get involved with. But let's start there with the prop bets.
Okay.
Let's see. You guys have.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I have prop bets pulled up, but I can't screen share because of this new iMac. I have to open and change preferences, and we'd have to restart the Zoom. So, but I have a new prop bet I want to add. Do you think Russia invades Ukraine during the Super Bowl?
Yes, we'll be distracted.
Oh,
best time to do it.
Do I think Russia invades the Ukraine during the Super Bowl? That can't even be possible, can it?
No, Vegas hasn't added it yet, but it could happen.
Oh, I mean, I guess it probably could happen, but that would be, I didn't even think about it. Look, my mind was completely on the game for the most part, but is Russia going to, are you talking about the hour from kickoff to the hour to the end? At that point, well, no, I'm going to say no. But during the day, the 24 hours, perhaps. Under the shield of that, they're going to make a move into it. Couldn't be the worst thing in the world. But have you seen that? Have you seen odds for
that? not yet, but I'm sure they're coming.
It's like the lowest level of degenerate gambling on who's starting World War III and when.
Yeah.
I mean, like literally, you're like, all right, look, over under. Total points scored or people murdered during the game in America, okay? 48, and on the average, everyone gets 11 people get murdered an hour in America. So if you do the math, I'm like, what are we doing here? Cases of drowning and AIDS contracted versus points in the first half. Go.
Every hospice in America in the future will have a sports book, and they will take bets on when your grandma dies.
All right, now look at this. We did it.
Okay,
you did it, man.
It's working. All right, it did do it. All right, so first prop bet. Will Al Michaels or Chris Collinsworth stay the spread or total?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I'll tell you why. Al Michaels was on Stern this week, and they talked about how the influence of gambling is just, it's incredibly, I mean, there is no shying away from it anymore.
The NFL is very smart in growing their product, and they understand how big fantasy and gambling is. So they're going to appeal to that audience.
Okay, absolutely. I agree. That's.
I mean, every national broadcast you watch now, there's references to fantasy football because they know it's not. You're not watching the game because you're a casual fan. You're watching because you probably have something on the line. That's why ratings are so high.
They have to. They're sponsored by Draft. They're the gambling partners. You can't have partners and not mention the partner's product and what it's for. So absolutely, 100%.
All right, we got 3 yeses on that. Do we care about how many times they show Goodell?
No, they'll show him at least once. They have to, but I don't think they'll show him twice. But I don't really care that much about.
That's kind of odd because are we talking about while the game is going on, they'll show him over 1.5, or post game they definitely show him because he hands the trophy over, but it's still the broadcast. It's kind of vague. there's a technicality there where definitely it hits the over unless it's specifically in between, kickoff and the end of the game.
I'm assuming this is all between kickoff and end of the game.
Yeah, I assume it's all that too. I don't think that happens. I don't think Burrow gets compared to Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, because like they say for this one, probably in the pregame he will, but during the game,
that's already been done. Oh, Burrow's gonna be shown smoking a cigar. Now that's
no, he won't.
Not during the game.
No, he won't.
Not during the game.
He's got to win to smoke a cigar, Steve.
And I think they're gonna win. And that's I don't want to foreshadow that, but I could parlay this. Do you think that double it up? Do you think that he smokes a cigar and Snoop smokes a joint on stage? Two people smoking. Bam! I'm doubling down on that shit, dude. I think Snoop absolutely smokes, and I think fucking Burrow smokes a cigar. Are you kidding me? That's his fucking trait. That's what his brand is now, dude.
Yeah.
I'm with Steve on this. He's smoking a cigar.
No.
Plus 700?
You're both going to be watching Encanto next week.
Not. Which Hollywood landmark will be shown first? Oh,
Hollywood sign. The Walk of Fame is a dumpster. They're not going to show that.
No, who wants to see that? And a drone shot? Oh, you want to see the fucking Walk of Fame and people camped out on it? No, thank you.
This next one, I bet I would take the field on this one. I bet none of these three are the first mentioned.
Yeah, they go to the beach.
Yeah,
Santa Monica. They'll show the pier.
Yeah, the beach.
Yeah. Okay. Which celebrity will be shown first? And you have to assume all these people are going to the fucking game.
Yeah. How the fuck do I know if these people are going?
Jennifer Lopez.
There's no way. Yeah,
unless Matt Damon's in a commercial. Does it count if he's shown in a commercial first?
How come Ben Affleck and J-Lo aren't a package deal?
That's what I'm saying. If they put the camera on both of them, that's how they're going to get away with it.
They'll show J-Lo first.
Yeah, because she's hot. Nobody wants to see Ben Affleck and then,
my
God,
she's performed at halftime. That's like, she's a legacy.
Yeah.
She's a Super Bowl legacy act.
I mean, the odds are on Affleck, though. That's what I don't get.
I don't think they find Leonardo DiCaprio until like the second half, so he's out.
He's got his hat pulled down. You can't even see that.
He'll have a hat on.
They got to look for the teenage girl.
Kardashians. That could be one.
Yeah, those are good odds for Kardashian.
Yeah, I like that one. I would take Kardashian.
Okay, which celebrity or athlete will be shown first? Why is Kevin Hart grouped with the athletes?
What?
He's a celebrity / athlete.
Yeah, but why is he with a celebrity then?
Yeah,
he's like they probably consider him like a fitness trainer.
I'll tell you that.
Influencer.
With him in there, it makes it. Yeah, I'm saying it's either Magic or Kevin Hart because neither one of those guys ever shy away from the camera ever. So I'm going to say probably Magic Johnson.
Justin Timberlake's another legacy guy, so I would lean him.
No, Magic.
Yeah, I mean, unless Justin Timberlake had a team in this. If the Titans were in the Super Bowl, then my money would be on Timberlake.
Coordinator will be shown first. Oh, it'll be what's his name? Raheem Morris.
Yeah, it'll be the black guy.
Absolutely. Fuck you, Brian Callahan. I didn't even know you were an offensive coordinator.
I don't know. I like the description there. They're right, because O'Connell was just hired. They're going to talk about how after the game he's going to the Vikings.
New man on the Minnesota Vikings.
So I think I would go with the guy who got the head coaching job.
True that. Over the guy that's African-American, Brenton. Hello.
Steve, this is still the NFL, and Roger Goodell is still in charge, dude. And nothing has changed. Nothing has changed except he put out a tweet where he's like, we have to do better.
Yeah, well, you know when Goodell admits he has to do better? That was like when they were like, brain, I guess tackling and brain injuries are pretty bad. My bad. Mm-hmm. You know, like that was like the beginning of that.
Speaking of horrible decisions, you see that they're going to play a bunch of games in Germany?
Yeah.
No, 9. I did 9.
Yeah, so I'm praying that none of our teams are the ones that have to go all the way out. That's like a fucking 12-hour flight. Yeah. The next 4 years, they're going to play in a couple of different cities.
Really?
Well, the Giant, yeah.
We're going to have to wake up at 6 a.m. to watch the Jaguars.
England's kind of cool, but fucking, that's not cool to go to Germany. I mean, like, I guess, right? I don't know. I mean, I would want to go to Germany, but like, that's far. I don't know. That sucks to me. But maybe, they're trying to fucking expand this thing. Who knows? What's Super Bowl highlights will be shown first.
That's Rams Patriots. I mean, with Tom Brady retiring and all that.
Yes.
I wanted to take the plus odds. Show me the Rams Titans, 1 yard to go.
Yeah, but why would they show that game over Tom Brady's first Super Bowl?
Yeah, makes no sense. Frank.
Save Tom Brady for the end so they can talk about Tom Brady. They're going to compare whichever quarterback has to lead the game-winning drive to Tom Brady, and then they'll show that Super Bowl, and boom.
Oh, I like this next one all day long. Give me Icky Woods all fucking day long, dude.
Who the fuck's Icky Woods?
What? You don't remember Icky Woods?
He's an old Bengal, right? I know that.
Dude, the Icky Shuffle from the Super Bowl when he went like this.
Yeah.
And then bam! Fight that fucking thing down, dude. The Icky Shuffle.
That'd be a 15-yard penalty these days.
Well, Kurt Warner's doing the broadcast. I'd probably take Kurt Warner.
Well, isn't Collinsworth doing it too?
And he is, yeah. But Kurt Warner also just had a movie come out.
Yeah, but that's
about the whole thing.
Yeah, but Collinsworth, he has the whole package. He's announcing the game. He's an old Bengal. I don't know. My money's on Collinsworth.
Hold on, timeout, sidebar.
It's good, Brendan, plus money.
I'm looking at you right now, and I'm telling you right now, Brendan, you look like Josh Allen. When he was in the thing last night, we got to do some sketches with you as baby Josh Allen. Okay, your face, and
10 years older than him
right now. I know, but you look like his baby, his child.
Yes,
like you look like a Russian nesting doll, Josh.
I would let him adopt me.
Inside of him, you could fit, like, if we opened up Josh Allen like a guitar case, and then we could lay you in the middle of him.
How do you know it's not a Men in Black situation where I go away on Sundays? You never see me on Sundays, and I'm just in his body controlling him like a robot.
I'm telling you right now, dude, you guys look exactly alike. So anyway, all right, let's get back to this.
Next one. That's
it'll be Aaron Rodgers because he just won MVP.
Yeah.
Give me the plus money.
Okay, I like that. I actually agree with that. All right, next one. Why is Joe Theismann even in this conversation?
Because they want to get people who are dumb and like to burn money.
Yeah, I know.
700.
It's stupid. It's gonna be Name It, dude. It's gonna be Name It because Joe Burrow's like Joe Name It. Coming
Broadway
in,
Joe Cool.
Doesn't give a fuck. Playing with the house's money. Cool as could be. Wears a fucking gold chain and some Cartier sunglasses.
Yeah, the only way Theismann's brought up first is if Burrow breaks his leg.
Jesus.
All right. Now, this is a fun one. What will be said first during the game, COVID or Omicron?
I'm sorry. You got to give me COVID all day long.
Yeah, they're going to talk about how great of a job the NFL did handling COVID.
Yeah, COVID.
Yeah. I got to think this next one's LSU. I don't know why Ohio State would be mentioned first.
Oh, no. I mean, he can't. Well, the only reason he says, and Joe Burrow came from Ohio State and went to LSU. That's the only thing they're hoping that happens. But they're going to say.
But they'll say LSU National Championship. He transferred from Ohio State.
Yep. LSU comes first.
All right. This is heartbreaking for all the Lions fans. What will be said first, Detroit Lions or Jared Goff at equal odds?
Jared Goff.
Yeah.
They traded Stafford for Goff.
Probably, yes. Well, I'm trying to think of how to say it. The Rams.
Now here's how Matt Stafford got here. They had the blockbuster trade with Jared Goff to the Lions for all those first round picks.
I don't know.
Here's a guy.
Which is the plus? Go back to it.
They're both the same.
Yeah,
minus 145.
They're the same odds.
Give me the Lions.
Get the Lions?
I will disagree and go with Jared Goff.
Okay.
Who could actually even be at the game and they would show him.
Now,
you better not go, dude. That's embarrassing, bro. If Jared Goff goes, he's like a cuck. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Dude, you can't go. If you're Jared Goff, you can't.
Not only is he going, he's sitting next to Stafford's wife.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you cannot go. You can't do that.
All right, you ready for the halftime show?
Yeah, let me hear it.
How many songs will be played during halftime?
Okay, pieces of songs, or pieces, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. Oh, wait a minute. Over 8.5. Under
last
10.
year, The Weeknd performed 9 songs.
Yeah.
And you have 5 artists, so if they each do 2, you're over easy.
So 9 and 9.5 is out.
Yeah, I'm taking the
I'm taking the over, dude. You got 4 people.
Yeah,
exactly. You got five people.
Every breath I take, every move I make. Mary J. Blige, come on now.
Yeah,
dude, I cannot wait. I'm gonna be fucking get my
what will be the first?
California Love.
Yeah,
they're in California.
California, burning, ding, 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 burning, ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
Okay, so along those lines, you're assuming Dre will be the first to sing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Out of field. Yep.
What will be the first Dr. Dre song performed?
We just did it. California Love, dude.
Yeah, I know, but that's not an option here for some reason.
Oh, fuck.
Because it's a Tupac song, Steve.
Oh, nothing but a G thing.
Yeah, give me the plus odds.
Yeah, nothing but a G thing.
All right. What will Eminem's first song be?
I'm some shady, yes, I'm the real shady, yo, you other some shadies are just the... Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that'd be my
name is... Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Give me any other song. Give me any other song.
Who's gonna do Stan, dude? About a kid killing himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
Will Eminem's performance be censored?
Absolutely, yes.
Yes, they have to.
All right.
It's going to be this is going to be one of the most delayed halftime shows ever.
Okay.
It's not just bleeped out every fucking 5 seconds though, because then they suck.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I know the words, but like I want to fucking, I don't know. It's gonna be.
Yeah. Okay. Along the same lines, I think we all agree Snoop's probably gonna smoke on stage, right?
Yes. Brenton doesn't think so because he's a pussy.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
Big fucking baby. It's legal, dude.
Wow. Yeah. Exactly.
Not inside, Steve.
It is. They're in a dome.
It's inside.
It's a fucking dome, you big pussy.
It's not
what is
open
wrong with
air.
You?
It's
You gonna wear a
inside
mask
dome.
too? You gonna wear a mask, you fucking pussy?
I'm gonna wear a mask in my house while I watch because there's a lot of people on my television.
Why don't you wear a condom and some wellies too, you fucking puss? All right. Will football be used as a prop?
No.
I mean that. Yeah. This one I'm more interested in on the odds of wardrobe malfunction of no is so. I mean you're not making any money.
You're not gonna make any money.
Who on that halftime show would you want to see have a wardrobe malfunction?
Well, what counts as did their dicks have to fall out?
I mean, I assume it just means a nip slip. Like,
I mean, yeah, I like Mary J. Blige tit falls out is probably the best
didn't Adam Levine perform shirtless a few years ago?
Yeah, but that wasn't a malfunction.
And this is a mostly dudes. I don't think there's going to be no one's pants are going to fall off.
Right.
Dick's going to fall out.
That's another one where they're just taking your money.
Someone made a joke at that. I think Dr. Dre made a joke. He's like during the press conference. He's like, I don't think Eminem's going to pull his dick out or anything like that. So I think we'll be fine with our nip slippage. Yeah, those are good ones. Do we do who's doing the national anthem in the over under?
All right, you ready for that? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's get into that.
All right. How long will the national anthem run? We do this every year. It always seems to be about 95 seconds. Last year, I think we took the over. I'm going to take the under.
Hey, I'm going under.
Who's doing it? What's the person's name? Guyton?
Yeah.
Give me the
Mickey
under.
Guyton?
Who the fuck's Guyton?
Mickey Guyton. What's he, a country singer?
Sounds right.
He's a country singer. All right. Mickey
But
Guyton.
they sing pretty slow.
They don't milk the national anthem. That's disrespectful to the flag. It's straight to the point for freedom.
You see,
yeah.
You start carrying notes, you're a pussy.
Oh, wait a minute. It's a girl, dude.
Oh,
doesn't change anything.
Oh, it changes the octave. Oh, can you
And I don't think she's going to admit a word during the anthem.
No, you can't. This is the fucking Super Bowl, lady.
Yeah.
You gotta do it right. No, she's not doing that. Will she color of her outfit? Oh boy, who gives a shit? Nude.
It's gonna be something Rams. Give me yellow and gold.
Yeah.
You don't think she's rooting for the Rams, you think?
No, I'm saying it's gonna be something Ramsey.
Blue. I say blue, just straight up blue.
Okay.
Better odds. But yeah,
blue.
probably white. She's singing the national anthem. She'll be in white.
Right. Okay, number of planes during flyover. Take the over, please.
Yeah.
Number of planes during flyover.
I'm guessing 7.
Hold on. What do they normally do? 3, 5. 3.
I mean, they're giving you a clue right there. They already have 5 slated. So unless one of the planes goes down,
fucking 5.
They're going to have a surprise plane.
You're going to have to shut down every fucking flight coming in LAX for an hour.
Yeah, they will. It's
the
Super Bowl.
It's going to be 3 planes.
It's the Super Bowl.
3 fucking planes, dude. That's all you can
read the paragraph under what Lucas is showing you. They already have said we have 5 planes planned to fly over. So you're saying 2 planes are going to collide and go down before they hit the stadium.
Oh, no, they're going to go fly into towers. Okay?
Jesus.
By the way, do you remember like a year ago, there was that guy who was caught at LAX with the jetpack?
Yeah.
Wait, a real jetpack?
Yeah, a guy was flying himself around LAX with a jetpack on.
No.
Yeah. And they had
Wait a minute, I think I do
talking
remember
about that
this.
hero?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Yes, I do remember this. Hold on. Yes. And wait, he was rocketing himself up. He was like a problem for a while, right?
Yeah, he was like fucking with air traffic.
He's going to be involved. I wonder if we can get an over-under on him being involved. Dude, imagine if he just fucking takes out one of them with his jetpack that day. Oh, my God. That would be amazing.
Yes, on that one.
On the scoring drive?
Yes.
Or on...
There's going to be a big play.
Okay.
You got 2 teams with massive big play capability. There's going to be a big play.
All right.
Yeah. And plus, if you have like a fumble or a turnover or something, in their own zone.
Yeah.
I'd say yes, absolutely. First players. What?
I'd say Stafford.
Yeah, Stafford. They're home.
Yeah. And same with Cup in the next one.
Yep. Stafford and Cup.
Same with McVay, you think?
No, they'll go Stafford and Cup to Zach Taylor and
McVay's like a celebrity. No one knows what Zach Taylor looks like, but everyone knows McVay. He's been around. He's been around too long.
All right, fine.
Boy, is that true.
I stand corrected. You guys want to get into some game ones? I've got a good game one that it was sent to me by our buddy Ken Brown. Will there be a touchback on the opening kick? Now, yes, you say.
Yes.
The opening kick has been returned. Let me pull this up to make sure I'm right. Okay. Hold on. Let me pull this up. So, the opening kick has been returned like 30 out of the last 34 Super Bowls.
Okay, but now you got to throw
18
out.
of the last 20. Hold on.
But you got to throw out you got to throw out a lot of that because this place where they kick from is much different than it was 30 Super Bowls ago.
Yes, and last year, right? I'll tell you why. Last year they thought for sure it was going to be definitely a touchback because the Kansas City Hockley, whatever the Kansas City kicker, he's got a fucking cannon. But Pat McAfee brought up the fact that the Super Bowl, right, is the only time you will kick a ball that's never been touched by human hands. So the balls that they normally kick are roughed up and they're specifically kicking balls and they've been kicked like 30, 40 times during because that ball that they kick immediately goes to the Hall of Fame. It's brought out of a fucking like box, handed to the guy, put down on the tee, and then he kicks it, which is not conducive to kick it a mile. So, and it's usually kicked to right around the end goal line, which is exactly what happened last year. So, and it's the plus odds.
I still say it's going to be a touchback. And while you bring up great points, those are great points.
And I'll tell you this right now. I will see inclusive
Steve,
next week if that fucking doesn't happen. What's this movie I got to see?
Encanto.
Encanto.
So look, I'm not a smart guy, but I believe in gamesmanship. If I'm the coach, if I'm the team, and I'm going, my kicker's got to kick a ball for the first time, this entire week, all he's doing is kicking fresh out of the box footballs. So he's getting used to that feeling. And
why? For one kick, you moron?
For one kick, yeah.
You fucking dumb.
It's the Super Bowl.
You're going to have him for what? So that he kicks off one kick?
The Super Bowl.
The kicks are going to be kicked with a ball that they've kicked
the
before.
Super Bowl. Let's go.
Dummy. Idiot.
Touchback.
Make your kicker waste time for
Touchback.
one fucking ball. Moron. And then what are you going to do with that ball? You idiot. Great. Touchback. Like, you're done, Breton.
Touchback.
Now, the rest of this betting, now it's on. Let me pull up these. You pull up some, I have some too. I'm very upset by you right now. Where's the sports book? Where's the fucking, at all these bets?
By the way, I want to bring this up now, but do you see Mattress Mac? Yep. Placed a $5 million bet on.
So he put a $4.5 million bet online, which was the largest bet ever placed online. No, first he put a $5 million bet in person. And then he was like, that's not good enough. And so he drove across the state border to Louisiana and then got to a rest stop and put a $4.5 million bet online, which was the largest bet online ever on the Bengals. So he's got 9.5 on the Bengals. And the reason he said he did it was because he put a offer out at his fucking mattress companies. And it's so that if any orders over $3,000 and if the Bengals win, you get those for free. So he's covering himself. So what he basically said is he sold like $4.5 million worth of furniture in that week. But he had basically to make money, he had to put another bet down to cover himself.
Should I order a mattress now?
No.
Well, it's over $3,000. So I mean, unless you're going
to, I think the Bengals are going to win.
I think the Bengals are going to win too. But I think that you have to I don't know what kind of mattress you're going to get for $3,000. You got to get a real nice mattress, a really nice one.
A free mattress for $3,000. I'll take it.
It's going to be a nice free mattress for $3,000, but yeah, and you got to get it from Houston somehow or another. But other than that, it's a fucking plan, dude. So yeah, that's why he did it. Mattress Mac, two bets for $9.5 million. All right, where are these prop bets? Why can't I find them right away when I want things right away? Why can't I do that? Don't tell me I have to log in to see my prop bets. Football, hockey. Yeah. Where are the props?
Let's see.
I was looking at them all day yesterday. Can I log in? Let me see. Use my face to log in.
Now, have you placed any bets in New York for this game, Steve?
Not yet. I'm going to do it on Sunday when I get home.
Okay. All right. Do you want me to pull them up?
Yeah, if you don't mind, because I'm in now. Boxing. Not boxing. Someone get that.
That's the bird. Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Here, I'll pull this up for now. Joe Burrow under 274.5 yards passed.
Under.
You say the under.
Under.
Now, okay.
I think this game goes much different than you guys think this game goes. Under.
I'm going to take the under, and for one reason. I think they run the ball more than anyone thinks they're going to run the ball. And I think they're successful running the ball more than I think they're going to run the ball more than they have before to protect that offensive line. You know, not have him sacked 9 times. And Mixon's a good running back, and he can get some yards. So I don't think it's going to be under, but if it's over, it's going to be way fucking over. I think it's going to be like 400 yards. You know what I'm saying? If they got to if it turns into a gun show.
Yeah. Which I'll be the contrarian here. I think it actually will go over because I see the Bengals winning, and for the Bengals to win, Burrow has to play lights out. So I'll take the
I think he has like 270, 265, 3 touchdowns, hands one off. They get 4 touchdowns. They win 28, 25, something like that. You know, big game, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 270 looks good, but it doesn't win you this bet. That would be too.
This is kind of more of a question for Brenton, but if Samaje Perine or how
the Bengals, Samaje Perine will go over because the Bengals will be trailing and he will be on the field in hurry up mode.
Okay.
Just as he was against the Chiefs. So give me the over. That's easy. He gets 2 catches.
Also, give me the over on Stafford interceptions.
Yes. Smash that. It's at 0.5. Yes. He's going to throw 1, maybe 2.
Possibly 3.
He's not going to throw 3 because the Rams are going to win.
Not according to me and Steve. I'm okay. Will there be a second half lead change?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got some novelty specials.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Well, the Gatorade color. That's clear water 250 plus, yellow green 350 plus, none 600 plus, purple 1400, orange plus 300, blue plus 400, red pink plus 1200. So orange I think too plus 300.
Yeah. Orange is a tried and true.
Both teams to score 20 plus points. Cooper Kupp to have 100 plus receiving yards and a touchdown, and Jamar Chase to have 80 plus yards receiving is a plus 400.
That's what are those all parlayed together?
Right.
Yep.
Jamar Chase screws you because Jalen Ramsey's going to be shadowing him.
Yep. Player matchups. This is good. Jamar Chase to outscore Joe Mixon in DK fantasy points.
So if you believe that the Bengals are going to run all over them, then you would want to go with Mixon because DK scores PPR as well. So if Mixon catches passes out of the backfield, which he probably will because they're going to put a lot of pressure on Burrow, I would say, yeah, Mixon's probably a safer bet to outscore Chase, who should be shadowed by Jalen Ramsey.
I'll say this, though.
If a Bengal's going to have a big game, it's either going to be Higgins or it's going to be Tyler Boyd. It's not going to be Chase this time.
I don't know. I think Chase is good enough. He could handle Ramsey. I would rather take Chase over Ramsey than Mixon over Donald.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. I'd rather live by that and die by that.
Well, I think that Donald's going to be a problem the whole game and the Rams are going to win because they're not going to be able to stop him. There's too much firepower on the Rams defense to get to Burrow against a pretty mediocre offensive line that I don't think this is that much of a game. I think we've seen some great games and we'll see some great moments in this game, but the Rams are going to win. You got too many superstars in the Super Bowl. It's all about superstars showing up and showing why they're superstars. And there's just too many of those guys on the Rams and not enough on the Bengals.
I mean, look, I think that if the Rams can get, if the Bengals can get a little something going in the run game and take a little pressure off the offensive line to have to, stop Aaron Donald every time from dropping, from sacking the quarterback, then you can open up things then. I'm not saying it's going to be easy to sit back there all day long and throw. You may have to dink and dunk and work your way that way, but I don't think it's going to be a situation where they're going to have to go, hey man, we're dropping back, 7 steps every time if you got to win us this game, and we got to hope our offensive line. They know that the strength of the Rams defense is in that line, and so give them 2 weeks. Hopefully they've planned for this and create a scheme where they can figure out a way to maybe screen pass, maybe use their aggression against them for a little bit. So. Again, I don't think the Rams are going to blow them out. I really don't. I just don't. I don't think the Rams are a team that blow people out necessarily.
Well,
I think it's going to be a low-scoring game because of their defense.
Yeah.
Lower than what, it's not going to be 35, 38. I think it's in the 20s. I don't even know if both teams get to the 20s.
The over-under is 48.5, and I would take the under. And
I think the under is the right way to go.
What's interesting, Steve, is if you look at both of these teams the entire season and in every playoff game, you got the Bengals who start very slow and they pick it up in the second half. And then you have the Rams who come out firing and then basically let teams back into the game in the second half. So it'll be a good game, and there probably will be a scoring change at some point, but I still think the Rams just have too much and they'll find a way to hang on.
Do you think the Rams win it by 4.5? Would you take them with the points?
I honestly, if I find a line that allows me to juice it up, I would give them 9.5.
Oh my God, Brenton! You think it's going to be a blowout?
I think it's going to be like a 10 to 13 point game. Yeah.
Wow.
I think the Rams are too good. They're just too good. And McVay, his big knock in the last Super Bowl was he was out the night before having dinner and drinking and enjoying himself. And he said this time he's much more focused and the game is his priority. And that's all he's doing is he's focused on this game. Yeah. But he's not going out. He wants to win. He lost the last one. It was embarrassing. This time he wants to win. You got to.
Everybody wants to win when they get to the Super Bowl, Brenton. I don't think he did not want to win the first time.
But he was out partying. He wasn't focused. He's focused this time. He's got the much better team on paper. They're at home.
Let's just hope he doesn't get out coached again. Let's just hope that doesn't happen again. It happened the first time. It could happen again. I'm not saying it's going to, but I think the game's going to be closer than you think it's going to be. No. I think that I'm taking the fucking Bengals on the money line. I hate to agree with Mattress Mac on this one, but I'm going to have to. I really am. I feel terrible about it. I should probably, again, use Lucas and buy some furniture together. But I just think that the Joe Burrow, this game's going to be close. And I just feel like with this kid has, if he's put in a situation to be able to win the game, he's going to do it. He's capable of doing it, and he's probably going to do it. Now, I don't know if it's all going to work out that way. He may not even have a chance to do it. He may get Josh Allen, and he may not have a chance to fucking have an opportunity to do it. It's going to be, can their defense stop Matthew Stafford enough in that offense and keep them in check in order to stay in the game? The fucking Rams defense is going to do that for the most part. Mm-hmm. So I think it's going to be close, and I'm hoping, and I think that Joe Burrow will have an opportunity to win this game, and he will do it. That's my prediction. That's how I see it happening.
Can't wait for you to watch Encanto.
I see it in an under, and I can't wait to see as soon as the fucking ball is returned, whoever wins the fucking kickoff. You're gonna have to do. I want a bottle of. I want another bottle of wine, another case of wine. I have to sit through a 2.5. How long?
That's a pretty lopsided bet, though, Steve. If my bet hits, you get to watch a movie that you will enjoy and it will fill your heart with love.
How long?
It's like a 90-minute movie. And if I lose, I got to send you a case of wine.
Sounds fair to me.
And I don't drink the cheap shit. I drink the good stuff.
No, I'll tell you the one I want. Probably right in the middle. Yeah, dude, I think look, I have my opinion. I feel like I'm usually right about this stuff. That's what my gut tells me. Yeah. This is what my gut tells me.
Look, you make a great case. I just think in these situations, you really got to lean towards who has more of the big time players, and the Rams just have too much. The Bengals got very fortunate in the games that they won in the playoffs to get there. Things really bounced their way at key moments, and you can't just keep playing on that luck.
I agree.
They have talent, but they don't have as much talent.
If they get sacked 9 times again, if Burrow gets sacked 9 times, they're not going to win this game. They're not. If they get sacked 7 times, they're not going to win this game. 5, they probably will not, and then down from there. But it's like they have to do something to protect him. It's not going to be like, well, we know he's going to get sacked, so here's how we're going to get around him. They have to do something to figure out a way to give him time to throw the ball or get rid of it. So we'll see. We will see. I think they're going to. Lastly, I just want to say real quick. I know because after this week, it's fucking football's done, and we have a void now with baseball not showing up. Apparently, all these cunts met down in Orlando at Disney. They got on Splash Mountain, and they decided that they're going to have a universal DH. Which I'm happy about. Finally, it's going to be a situation where it's just like, baseball, and everyone can be traded evenly back and forth. Whatever you think of the DH, it's like, let's just have it one way. And that way it's like everyone can be prepared for the situation at the same time. And then he said it would be disastrous. Rob Manfred said would be to miss games. And I really hope that everyone is listening when he hears him say that. Like, it's going to be disastrous if they miss games. If they can't come together on this contract soon. And apparently they're meeting again tomorrow or something like that. And they're going to try to they haven't got to any of the big stuff yet, but pitchers and catchers are supposed to report in less than a week. That's not going to happen. And I just hope that something positive starts to come out soon, because they have to understand that the writing is on the wall, that this is not people's attention spans are not where they used to be, and that baseball will not come back. So that, and then the NBA, it's like James Harden going to the Nets, big time trade going to the 76ers for Ben Simmons, who I guess we're going to figure out I don't even know if he can still play basketball. He hasn't played a fucking, this is unbelievable how they treat this guy. I mean, I know he's good, but he's not that fucking good that he needs to be. But again, neither is James Harden at this point. He's got a bad hamstring, and this is his 3rd team in 3 years. Like, when is this going to fucking click for someone? So it'll be interesting. Basketball, this is like the preseason now. Now that the trade deadline's over, we know who's going to be on what team. Now you have about 3.5 weeks to gel before you have to make a real strong playoff run and then go to the playoffs. This is basketball now. Now it's when it starts. So that'll be exciting, and hopefully it'll fill in the gap for baseball. But they better get this shit together. They really better, because it's going to be real sad if they don't. I got baseball to watch. I'll watch my kids and stuff, but it's going to be fucking terrible if there's no professionals. So yeah.
Also, I mean, bringing up briefly, Kyler Murray, this whole shit with the Cardinals.
What's going on with that? I don't know about this.
Well, he unfollowed them on all social media and all that.
What? And deleted all the posts Cardinals related.
Yeah, apparently probably wants a new contract, but I'm just looking at his stats and like his performance in the playoffs, and I don't understand why he's the one being such a seemingly asshole to the team when.
Isn't he in his rookie contract?
Yeah.
So he wants like he wants the Josh Allen treatment right now.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's unbelievable. Like, did he not see the way Josh Allen went about it? Like, by by maybe showing up for your team in the regular season,
and
right?
Winning,
which he did, and then going to playoffs and having some success, but not the success he wanted to, which he had a couple times. But then, like, when it came time after that was over, like when Josh Allen lost the playoff game to Houston because he took 2 fucking 30-yard sacks back to back, right? Did he turn around at the end and blame fucking the Buffalo Bills organization and their fan base by blocking them on and saying, like, now it's your fault? Like, what sort of measure? I mean, again, I wouldn't care, because I don't like it. Social media means nothing to me. I don't know who follows me, who doesn't, why they don't. I don't care. But if the message is fuck you, and this is the way you're going about it, then what I don't get it. I mean, I understand that the players have more power than they've ever had before, and they can negotiate and sit out, and that's worked out well for some people. And it's worked out poorly for others. Le'Veon Bell never really had a fucking.
It's just childish. Career. He's supposed to be the leader of the team, and that's how he's handling himself.
Now,
it's
stupid. Maybe he made a phone call or whatever, and he said, "Let's talk about it," and they told him to go fuck himself. Now that could be one thing, but I doubt that to happen. So again, I just think it's not a smart way to go about. But again, I what the fuck do I know? And maybe he's not happy there. Maybe he doesn't want to be there anymore. I mean, I don't know why. Where is he going to go if he's going to have more weapons than, fucking what's his name? One of the best receivers in the world.
Hopkins. Yeah.
So I don't know what he wants more out of that, but he had a great year.
Mm-hmm.
He had a good year. I mean, a really good year to start off with. He had a great 5-6 games in a row. He's still a top 5 fantasy quarterback, but maybe he's too bad fantasy owners can't get together the money because they would love to have, but in real football, you have to have, wins in situations that are big. And at some point you got to get along with, Aaron Rodgers, you can't say, fuck you. I just won my 4th MVP, but now I'm going to go where I want 17 years into the game. So that's just a bad move, I think.
Yeah.
Lucas, your fucking camera looks great though on the new computer.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I love this new iMac.
It's awesome. All right, anything else, guys?
One last thing. I'm going to amend your bet and what you'll be receiving. So if the Bengals do win, tight end CJ Uzama has said that he will bathe in famous Cincinnati Skyline chili. I will find a way to purchase you some of that bathtub chili and send it to your house. You can feed it to your family. It's a very fair bet, and it's the bath water of a champion.
Yeah, it's better than having to watch Encanto, in my opinion.
Well, no, this is if the Bengals win. He only bathes in the chili if the Bengals win. Exactly. You get everything you want. You get Bobo chili. You get his ass chili, and the Bengals win.
No, I want wine.
No, the chili. You want the chili.
No. Pinot Grigio, my friend.
Look, the dome air has clouded your mind. You want the bathtub chili.
Yeah, you are pretty high up in that dome. Why do you fucking pick the 300 seats to sit in, Steve?
Because they're 9,000 instead of
$50,000 a seat. I parked at my house. I charged $5 to park at my house in Pasadena. I don't even own it anymore.
Yeah.
Dude, I might have to become an Uber driver this Sunday.
Yeah, you know what? My mom said the same thing. Why don't you just go do that for a few hours? And it's like, you're only going to get one person.
Yeah.
It's going to be a $5,000.
Yeah, you're going to be stuck in traffic for 2.5 hours. You're going to get one person, and then they're maybe going to tip you $2 on a $200 so it's not worth it. Watch the game. Plus, you don't have a car, Lucas.
I'll buy one.
With the money you get from the Uber. Look, I love the Rams. I was a season ticket holder for a year. I wish them well. I just don't think they're going to do it. That's all. That's it. That's how I feel. But I think it's
really want to eat
game.
That chili.
That's all I hope for is a great game and all my bets to come in correctly. That's all I ask for. And I hope that's what you guys want. And I hope that's what happens for you. If you listen to me, it absolutely will. I know what I'm talking about. I've got a good gut instinct and great vibes. And that's why I'm successful. That's the podcast for this week, guys. It's the Super Bowl podcast. Thank you for listening, telling other people about it, rating, subscribing, enjoying, sharing, all the things that we need to get by. So we're going to talk to you next week. Goodbye, everyone.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.